So we continue on with this morning's qualifying action. Welcome back to those of you that may have lost our stream there for a moment on YouTube. We're back up now. We've got qualifier number 4 to come your way. Take out number 6, Joe Rockhead. Field of 7 is lining up and taking their spots behind the starting gate. Doug McNair driving number 4, Play Therapy. Gate swings into the stretch, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Shooting from the center, that is Arctic Force. Outside going with that one is posted on Sealster. Then between rivals is Social Theories, who is really pushing ahead for Phillion, looking to be right there in the mix. Getting away fourth is Bet on a Dream, followed by Going Fast, Better Take It, and the final one is Play Therapy. Into the first turn on the outside, posted on Sealster is looking to get in front of Social Theories, and he'll do that as Social Theories fired out in the early going, sits in the 2-hole, little restless there as they went by the opening quarter in 28-1. Moving into the backstretch, posted on Sealster is the leader. In second is Social Theories, followed very closely there by Arctic Force in third. Bet on a Dream is fourth. Then fifth, that is Going Fast, followed by Better Take It and Play Therapy is last as they head up towards the midway point. Posted on Sealster is on top, was fourth in last year's OSS Grassroots Championship. Social Theories races in second, past the half in 58-1, 30-second breather there in the second quarter for posted on Sealster. Social Theories still in the deuce. Arctic Force in third. Now to the outside, Better Take It is looking to march up into fourth. Inside is Bet on a Dream, followed at the rail by Going Fast. Swinging to the outside is Play Therapy to 3/4. That is the next destination for posted on Sealster, and the Sunshine Beach gelding by a length and a half will reach 3/4 here in 1:27-2. 29-1 third quarter. Social Theories looking to angle from the pocket. Better Take It is on the outside in third. Then it's Arctic Force at the rail in fourth. And looking to come to the outside in the center will be Play Therapy. 1/8 of a mile to go. Posted on Sealster with the lead between horses. Social Theories outside. Better Take It continuing to grind away and looking to take the lead. Up the rail comes Arctic Force. Edge of the tote board now on the outside. Better Take It getting up to win. Second was posted on Sealster. Tight for third between Social Theories and Arctic Force. On the outside it was Going Fast. Then Bet on a Dream and Play Therapy. 154-4 for Better Take It. Well, we had to get our live stream back up. In the meantime, we didn't get a chance to run through the results of qualifier number 3. So let's go back to that third qualifier where we'll give you the rundown. Number 1, Moxley was 5th. Number 2, Lion Skipper was 4th. Number 3, Do You See It was 2nd. Number 4, Cheap Night Out was 6th. Number 5, Mock Jacobs 3rd. Number 6, Doc Darrell 7th. Number 7, Unique Beach the winner. And number 8 was Scratch. 5-4-2, 6-3-7-1 Scratch. Fractions were 29 and 2, 59, 127 and 4, 155 and 4 for the winner, which was number 7, Unique Beach, a Some Beach Somewhere colt trained by Tony O'Sullivan and driven to victory by Chris Christoforou. Now we'll move over to qualifier number 4, the one you just saw. Number 1, Bet on a Dream was 6th. Number 2, Going Fast 5th. Number 3, Better Take It the winner. Number 4, Play Therapy was 7th. Number 5, Arctic Force was 3rd. Number 6, Joe Rockhead was scratched. Number 7, Social Theories was 4th. And number 8, Posted on Sealster was 2nd. 6-5-1, 7-3, Scratch 4-2. Fractions were 28 and 1, 58 and 1, 127 and 2, 154 and 4. Nice victory for number 3, Better Take It, a Bettor's Delight gelding, owned by Robert McIntosh Stables, Dave Boyle, Mardon Stables, Bob McIntosh Trains. Trevor Henry was in the sulky, as number 3, Better Take It, took the 4th qualifier in 154 and 4. Up next is the 5th qualifier. Number 1, Cutting Glass, as you see on your screen, will be driven by Chris Christoforou. Number 2, Need a Rocket, is scratched. So it'll be a field of 8. Take out number 2, Need a Rocket. Number 1, Cutting Glass, the driver is Chris Christoforou. We'll take you through the field of 3-year-old pacing colts and geldings. 1, Cutting Glass, owned by Jeffrey and Lori Thompson. They're also the breeders. Murray Breather trains, and Chris Christoforou drives. 2 is Scratch. 3 is Manduel. Bettor's Delight colt. Rick Howells is the owner. Greg McNair, the trainer. Doug McNair, the driver. 4 is Frontier Cruise. The stable Frontier Cruise is the owner. Kevin McMaster trains. Anthony McDonald drives. 5 is Mission Bay. Sunshine Beach gelding. Keith Castle owns. Matt Dupuis trains. Bob McClure will drive. 6, Captivate Hanover. Hudson Standardbred Stable. Stephen Klinowski and James Feely are the owners. Sean Stacy trains. James McDonald drives. 7 is Sundown Kid. Bob McIntosh Stables, CSX Stables, and Dave Boyle are the owners. Bob McIntosh trains Trevor Henry steers. 8 is He's Swift. Robert Burgess is the owner-breeder. Carmen Osciello trains. Jonathan Drury drives. And the 9 is Better Buckle Up. Millar Farms owns. Nick Gallucci trains. Sylvan Filion is the driver. Pacers picking up speed, and here they come. Mission Bay had a rough beginning, spots the field a few lengths as they're off and pacing. From the outside goes Better Buckle Up ahead for Filion. Also charging out of there, Sundown Kid from the center is Captivate Hanover, and then it's Frontier Cruise to get away in 4th. Followed by Cutting Glass in 5th. He's Swift is 6th. 7th is Man Duel, and the trailer is Mission Bay. Into the first turn they go, and it's a quick 3-4 length advantage here for Better Buckle Up, who does exactly that for Filion, charging out of there to put up an opening quarter of 28-3. Sundown Kid in 2nd. Then it is Captivate Hanover 3rd, followed by Frontier Cruise in 4th. Closing a gap in 5th is Cutting Glass, followed by He's Swift in 6th. 3 lengths to Man Duel, who will close the gap in that spot, followed by Mission Bay at the rear. And still, it's a several length advantage here. Up the backside they go for Better Buckle Up. And the Better's Delight Colt is going to roll by the half in 57-3. 29 seconds in the second quarter. 6-7 length advantage here for Better Buckle Up. Sundown Kid in 2nd. And then Captivate Hanover has tracked that Rivals every step in 3rd. All over that one's back then is Frontier Cruise in 4th as they go by 5/8. Another break back to the final quartet of Cutting Glass. On the outside advancing is Mission Bay. Inside is He's Swift. The new trailer is Man Duel. And 3/4 is hit in 1:26-3. Another 29-second split, so a middle half of 58. And Better Buckle Up will look to charge home now. Looking to get closer is Sundown Kid in 2nd. Captivate Hanover on the outside. Frontier Cruise being asked to pick it up back in 4th. And the lead is shrinking now. Better Buckle Up's got some company. Sundown Kid in the center. Captivate Hanover on the outside. They're coming towards the line. And on the outside, Captivate Hanover will get it. 2nd was Sundown Kid. 3rd goes to Better Buckle Up. 1:54-3. Qualifier number 5, let's give you the results. Number 1, Cutting Glass was 5th. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Man Duel was 8th. Number 4, Frontier Cruise was 6th. Number 5, Mission Bay was 7th. Number 6, Captivate Hanover, the winner. Number 7, Sundown Kid was 2nd. Number 8, He Swift was 4th. And number 9, Better Buckle Up was 3rd. Top to bottom, 5 Scratch, 8, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 3. Time of the mile was 1:54 and 3 for the winner, number 6, Captivate Hanover. A Better's Delight colt owned by Hudson Standardbred Stable, Stephen Klunowski and James Feely. Sean Stacy, the trainer, winning driver James McDonald. 1:54 and 3 for Captivate Hanover in the 5th qualifier. We're now on a break, ladies and gentlemen, before the qualifiers will resume. Of course, this break, part of one of our new protocols in place for the health and safety of all of our participants. By taking this break, it will allow the horses in the early qualifiers to depart the paddock, along with the caretakers, drivers, and trainers taking care of them. Those that are in the later qualifiers will then come in now. Some of them are now onto the track to warm up. So we are on a break. Qualifier number 6 is scheduled to resume at 11:10 a.m. So we're looking at a break of close to 50 minutes now. Our live stream will stay up during this break. We'll come back in a little bit, recap the action to this point, and get you set up for qualifiers 6 through 11. Of course, for those of you watching along right now, if your live stream may have dropped earlier on, the best place to watch these qualifiers is to go to our website, woodbinemohawkpark.com. And I'll give out the address, woodbine.com/WMP-qualifiers/. There, that's where our live stream is always embedded. If you were watching on YouTube and the link dropped, you would have had to refresh, find the new link. We've posted it on our social media accounts, but if you save this link that I just gave out, and you can find it on our website, woodbinemohawkpark.com, the live stream will always be there, and if it does drop, it'll come right back, and you won't have to look for the new YouTube link. Same if you're watching along on any website that has embedded our video. Until they get the new link, they would not be able to access the video, but it'll always be on our website, and fingers crossed we won't have any more issues. And for those of you watching along, you can enjoy smoothly the rest of our action here today. So once again, we're on a break. Qualifiers to resume around 11:10. Hello once again, everybody, and welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park. Our break is just about complete, and we'll resume with the remaining qualifiers on this Thursday morning here in Campbellville. Qualifiers 6 through 11 are coming up. Of course, today it's all pacers, mostly 3-year-old pacers. The last few qualifiers, we will see some older horses. This is our first of 4 qualifying sessions that have been drawn and will be taking place here over the next several days. Tomorrow, qualifiers once again, 9:30 a.m., and then we'll have the weekend off before we resume with more qualifiers on Monday and Tuesday morning, 9:30 post time for both of those sessions next week as well. Live racing is going to resume here at Woodbine Mohawk Park next Friday. That's June the 5th, without spectators, no spectators. And of course, as mentioned all morning long, we have plenty of protocols put in place here for the health and safety of everybody, our staff and our racing participants. If you'd like to see all the protocols in place, and we do encourage all horse people to read those and to get very familiarized with them, especially if you're going to be coming here in the next several weeks to race, go to woodbinemohawkpark.com, look under the news section, and you'll be able to find all the protocols right there. So the horses are coming out onto the track now for qualifier number 6. We'll pass along the changes in just a moment. So here we go for the 6th qualifier. 3-year-old Payson Colts and Geldings taking their spots behind the starting gate. It'll be a field of 8. No changes to pass along here. Let's meet the field quickly. Number 1, Maximizer. Trevor Henry driving for trainer Isaac Waxman. 2 is Applecorp Hanover. Louis-Philippe Waugh driving for trainer Richard Morrow. 3 is Kalima. Doug McNair for trainer Greg McNair. 4 is My Better's Dell. Bob McClure for Jacques Dupont. 5 is Walk It Talk It. Sylvain Filion for Martin Lachon. 6 is Century Grizzly. Jody Jameson for Jim Ritchie. 7 is Chuck Heaton Love. Gordon McKnight is the trainer driver. And 8 is a Positive Hanover. James McDonald for trainer Blake McIntosh. Field of 8 lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. A Positive Hanover storms from the outside. Also leaving well a Century Grizzly. The rail starter Maximizer is going to get away in 3rd as Kalima will tuck in behind. Then it is Walk It Talk It. Spot there to settle 6th for Chuck Heaton Love. Followed by Applecorp Hanover, and at the back is My Better's Dell. They're lined up single file as they head towards the opening quarter. And the leader is a Positive Hanover. As we've seen in several of the qualifiers this morning, the outside leaving out of there to get a good spot. And that good spot out of any trouble is up at the front. That's exactly what a Positive Hanover, the son of Captain Treacherous, has done. Puts up an opening quarter of 29 seconds even, and he's under a snug hole as they roll by 3/8. Racing in 2nd is Century Grizzly. Then it's a break of nearly 8 lengths. Back to Maximizer in 3rd, followed by Kalima in 4th. Whip taps for Walk It Talk It to keep up as he is in 5th. followed by Chuck Heaton Love with the final two, Apple Corp Hanover and My Better's Dell. The half was 57-1, 28-1 up the backside for a positive Hanover, and a positive Hanover is going to head by 5/8, leading by 2 lengths over Century Grizzly, who's trying to stay with them, and then it's now 15 lengths back to Maximizer. Out from fourth comes Kalima, followed by Walk It, Talk It, Chuck Heaton Love at the inside, Apple Corp Hanover, and moving at the back, that is My Better's Dell. 3/4 time, 124-3, 27-2 in the third quarter, and a positive Hanover has been fired up since the word go. Here's a positive Hanover coming to the 8th pole. Century Grizzly is 2 lengths away in second, then way back to Kalima and Walk It, Talk It into the final 16th here, and a positive Hanover in his first qualifier. The 3-year-old son of Captain Treacherous comes to the line and wins in 151-4. Strong performance. Century Grizzly was second. Off stride at the line went Walk It, Talk It, and then Kalima was fourth. 151-4 for a positive Hanover. Qualifier number 6, fastest performance of the morning to this point, and it's not even close. 151-4 mile for number 8, a positive Hanover, who goes coast to coast, posting fractions of 29, 57-1, 124-3, 151-4. So 27-2 in the third quarter, followed by 27-1 home, 54-3 back half for the winner, a positive Hanover. Here's the rundown top to bottom. Number 1, Maximizer with 8th. Number 2, Apple Corp Hanover 6th. Number 3, Kalima was 4th. Number 4, My Better's Dell was 7th. Number 5, Walk It, Talk It was 3rd. Did make a break at the wire. 6, Century Grizzly was 2nd. Number 7, Chuck Heaton Love was 5th. And number 8, a positive Hanover was the winner. Top to bottom, 8-6-4, 7-3-2, 5-1. As mentioned, number 5, Walk It, Talk It made a break at the finish line. Driver Sylvain Fillion brought the 3-year-old gelding back towards the finish line after the qualifier. Looked like he might have been looking for a shoe, so it looked like Walk It, Talk It might have threw a shoe at the finish line, which could be the reason for him going off stride there in the final steps. 151-4 the time of the mile for a positive Hanover. Should note that the track condition is good, and there's a 1-second variant. Once again, good morning to those of you tuned in, watching our live stream, following along with the comments here on our YouTube channel. If you have any questions or want to let us know where you're watching from this morning, make sure to comment. As we say good morning to many of you watching along, including Greg, Mark, Jerry, Jeff, and Len, and Stan. Coming up next is qualifier number 7, continuing with the 3-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Here we go. Coming up, qualifier number 7. No changes. Let's introduce you to the field. Number 1 is Grampy Knows Best. Trevor Henry driving for trainer Chris Haskell. 2 is Modern Writer. Jody Jameson for trainer Jack Darling. 3 is St. Lads Beat It. Jay Harris for trainer Jeffrey Williamson. 4 is Athon. Louis-Philippe Waugh driving for trainer Richard Morrow. 5 is Bet the Limit. Bob McClure for trainer Jacques Dupont. 6 is Groovy Joe. James McDonald for trainer Blake McIntosh. 7 is Light Up the Park. Jonathan Drury for trainer Carmen Osceola. 8 is Mac. Doug McNair for trainer Greg McNair. And number 9 is One for Julius. Chris Christoforou for trainer Dustin Jones. Plenty of talent in this group here of 9 for qualifier number 7. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Sophomore pacers picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Groovy Joe from the center, but the quickest away is St. Lads Beat It, who is able to fire out of there for Harris. At the rail, that is Modern Writer, floating away on the outside, and forwardly placed is Mac, also getting into the mix from the outside in mid-pack. That's One for Julius, who wants a seat towards the lead. as they head into the first turn. Then it's Grampy Knows Best, followed by Bet the Limit, and last is Athon. Opening quarter is up in 28 and 4, and Mac is going to clear Groovy Joe. So Groovy Joe lets Mac go as he'll straighten out into the backstretch, and it's the Mach 3 Colt Mac with the lead. In second is Groovy Joe, and Groovy Joe's going to angle back out. He'll reclaim the top here as James McDonald tugs on the right line and will circle around. Groovy Joe, the new leader. He's got the top spot back once again. Mac in second. St. Lad's beat it in third. 3 lengths back to Modern Rider in fourth, followed by One for Julius in fifth. Then it's Grampy Knows Best, Bet the Limit, and Athon. The half was 58 and 1. So Groovy Joe, who made $230,000 as a rookie, went 7 for 10. Was the runner-up in the New York Sire Stakes final. Had a very big season in the Empire State. Groovy Joe is on top, heading towards 3/4. Leading by nearly 2 lengths. Mac trying to stay with him. St. Lad's beat it in third. Modern Rider in fourth. And expect to hear from One for Julius in the stretch, who comes to the outside. 1:26 and 3 the 3/4 time. So 28 and 2 in the third quarter, and Groovy Joe trying to finish strong, comes to the 8th pole. Lead is growing now to 3 lengths. Mac in second. St. Lad's beat it in third. One for Julius is pacing up in there into fourth, but in deep stretch, it is Groovy Joe. A nice qualifying debut. Groovy Joe wins in 1:52 flat. Groovy Joe home in 25 and 2. So Groovy Joe, no doubt about it, an impressive performance here this morning. However, can confirm that the finish time was a second quicker than it actually was. It was 1:53, so that's 26 and 2 home. As there was a photographer standing in front of the beam that tripped the timer a second early. So make that a 1:53 mile, though, for Groovy Joe. A 26 and 2 kicker for him as he wins qualifier number 7. So once again, that final time in qualifier number 7 was 153 flat as Groovy Joe victorious. 3-0 Colt by a roll with Joe. 7 for 10 as a rookie. Never worse than second in those 10 starts. Made 230 grand. He's owned by Hut Racing Stable and Blake McIntosh. McIntosh trains James McDonald, the winning driver. Here's the rundown from qualifier number 7. Number 1, Grampy Knows Best was 8th. Number 2, Modern Writer was 5th. Number 3, St. Lads Beat It was 3rd. Number 4, Athon was 7th. Number 5, Bet the Limit was 6th. Number 6, Groovy Joe the winner. Number 7 was Scratch. Number 8, Mac was 2nd. And number 9, One for Julius was 4th. Top to bottom, 8-5-3, 7-6-1, Scratch 2-4. Fractions were 28-4, 58-1, 126-3, and 153 flat for Groovy Joe. Here we go, qualifier number 8, 3-year-old pacing Colts and Geldings. 1 is Watch Me Baby, Bob McClure for Jacques Dupont. 2 is Disney's Man, Sylvain Filion for Anthony Beaton. 3 is 3 Dragons, who is out. So number 4 is Wilson's Vinner, Paul McDonnell trains and drives. 5 is Delightful Terror, James McDonald for trainer Sean Stacy. 6, Beach Blanket Book, Doug McNair for trainer Blake McIntosh. 7 is Night Watchman, Trevor Henry for Craig Bars. And the 8 is Sports Obsession, Jody Jameson for trainer Carl Jameson. And they're off and pacing. And we've got a quartet of levers here. Splitting between rivals is Beach Blanket Book, Night Watchman, and Sports Obsession. So the outside 3 all charge out of there. It is Delightful Terror to get away in 4th. Then it'll be the inside 3. Watch Me Baby, Disney Man, and Wilson's Vinner. So they all get situated as they go around the first turn. And Beach Blanket Book is put up top by McNair. Opening quarter was a revved up 27-1. So Beach Blanket Book is the leader. On top by a length and a half. Beach Blanket Book, who made over $116,000 as a rookie, leads by a length and a half over Night Watchman, who comes to the outside now for Henry and is going to circle around at 3/8. Then it is Sports Obsession, the winner of the Battle of Waterloo, sitting in third. Then Delightful Terror is fourth, followed by Watch Me Baby in fifth. Break It 2 to Disney Man, and Wilson's Vinner is at the rear. 2-length advantage now for the new leader, Night Watchman, who takes them by the half in 56 and 3. So the tempos have ramped up here in the back half of this morning's qualifying session. Night Watchman, the He's Watching colt, with the lead as they race by 5/8. Beach Blanket Book, the early leader, sits comfortably in second. Sports Obsession waiting for his cue in third. Delightful Terror on his back. Then it is Watch Me Baby coming to the outside at the rear of the field is Wilson's Vinner looking to go around Disney Man as they head by 3/4. 1:26 and 1. 29 and 3 breather in the third quarter for Night Watchman. Beach Blanket Book comes back out looking to reclaim the lead as they're into the stretch. Night Watchman, Beach Blanket Book, Sports Obsession back in third. Delightful Terror is fourth. From the back, Wilson's Vinner, Watch Me Baby, and last is Disney Man. Beach Blanket Book comes on by, and that's going to be 3 in a row for trainer Blake McIntosh here this morning as Beach Blanket Book will win by a length and a half. Second goes to Night Watchman. Then it was Sports Obsession, followed by Delightful Terror, Wilson's Vinner, Watch Me Baby, and Disney Man. 152 and 4 for Beach Blanket Book. Here are the results from the 8th qualifier. The winner was number 6, Beach Blanket Book, 3-year-old colt by Sports Writer. An OSS Gold winner at age 2. Makes his 3-year-old debut here this morning. 152 and 4. 26 and 3 final quarter for Beach Blanket Book, who is owned by Hutt Racing Stable and Mackenheim Stables, trained by Blake McIntosh, who's now sent out 3 consecutive winners here this morning. Doug McNair was in the sulky. Fractions were 27 and 1, 56 and 3, 126 and 1, 152 and 4. Top to bottom, number 1, Watch Me Baby was 6. Number 2, Disney Man was 7th. Number 3 was Scratch. Number 4, Wilson's Vinner was 5th. Number 5, Delightful Terror was 4th. Number 6, Beach Blanket Book, the winner. Number 7, Night Watchman was 2nd. And number 8, Sports Obsession was 3rd. Top to bottom, 6-7, Scratch, 5-4, 1, 2, 3. Ninth qualifier is up next. This will be the first qualifier that we see some older horses, as it's a mix of 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. Outside 2, Custom Cut and Edam's Better Shark, both 4-year-old geldings. Inside 7, 3-year-old colts and geldings. No changes here. Let's meet the field. 1 is Gentry Sealster, Trevor Henry driving for trainer Wayne McGeen. 2 is Notch 10, Jonathan Drury will drive for trainer Carmen Osiello. 3, Rhythm in Motion, Sylvain Filion for trainer Ben Bayarjan. 4 is Aneto, Chris Christophorou for trainer Rod Boyd. 5 is Mayhem Hanover, Doug McNair for trainer Greg McNair. 6 is Team Best, James McDonald for trainer Blake McIntosh. 7 is Beaumont Hanover, Jody Jameson for trainer Jack Darling. Custom Cut, Bob McClure for trainer Marie DuPont. And 9 is Edam's Better Shark, Bernard Levine for trainer Jeffrey Williamson. Field of 9 for qualifier number 9 on a Thursday morning here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Starting gate comes to the top of the stretch. They're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Good beginning here for Beaumont Hanover, who comes through from the center. Aneto to get away in second. On the outside is Mayhem Hanover. Inside of that one is Rhythm in Motion, who's under a tight hold for a moment. Then it's Gentry Sealster. Team Best unhurried in the beginning, followed by Custom Cut and Edam's Better Shark as they go into the first turn. 2-length advantage here for Beaumont Hanover, who goes by the opening quarter in 29 and 1. So Beaumont Hanover will lead them into the backstretch. Neto in second. Rhythm in Motion is third, followed by Mayhem Hanover in fourth. Break a 2 to Gentry Sealster, who is followed by Team Best, tracked by Custom Cut and Edam's Better Shark. Up the backside they go, and here in the second quarter, no challenge for Beaumont Hanover. Beaumont Hanover, who capped off his rookie season with a sweep of the Harvest Series, is taking them towards the midway point, and he's getting an easy second quarter of 30 seconds as they'll race into the far turn. So the half is 59 and 1. And the lead grows here now for Beaumont Hanover. It's out to 2.5, 3 lengths. Christophorou with a little urging for Aneto to pick it up. Rhythm in Motion in third on the outside. Mayhem Hanover's first up and advancing. On cover is Team Best. Inside to Gentry Sealster. Third over, that is Custom Cut, Edam's Better Shark. Beaumont Hanover, the leader, past 3 quarters in 127 and 4. 28 and 3 third quarter, they'll come into the lane. Beaumont Hanover on top. Aneto gets closer at the rail. On the outside, Mayhem Hanover. Team Best is on the outside fourth, looking for room at the rail is Rhythm in Motion. Final 1/8 of the mile. Beaumont Hanover still with the lead. Aneto behind him, staying right behind the leader as Beaumont Hanover from the word go is on top, and Beaumont Hanover will win. Aneto finishes second. Rhythm in Motion was third. Then it was Mayhem Hanover, followed by Team Best, Custom Cut, Edam's Better Shark, and Gentry Sealster, 154 and 1. Here are the results from the 9th qualifier. Number 7, Beaumont Hanover, the winner. 3-year-old colt by Sports Writer. He was 4 for 5 as a rookie. Debuted at the end of September, and after winning his debut, finished second in a non-winners of 2, and then in the next 3 starts to cap off his rookie season would all be victories as he dominated the Ontario Harvest Series. And here in his 3-year-old debut, Beaumont Hanover wins in 154-1, pacing a 26-2 final quarter. Owned by Jack Darling Stables Limited. Darling's the trainer. Jody Jameson was in the sulky. Top to bottom, here are your results from the 9th qualifier. Number 1, Gentry Sealster was 8th. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Rhythm and Motion was 3rd. Number 4, Anetto was 2nd. Number 5, Mayhem Hanover was 4th. Number 6, Team Best was 5th. Number 7, Beaumont Hanover, the winner. Number 8, Custom Cut was 6th. And number 9, Edam's Better Shark was 7th. 8, Scratch, 3, 2, 4, 5, 1, 6, 7. Is your rundown. The fractions were 29-1, 59-1, 127-4, 154-1 for the winner, Beaumont Hanover. So that'll do it for the 3-year-olds here today. We still got 2 qualifiers to go as we now go with the 4-year-olds and up. Horses will be coming onto the track in just a moment for qualifier number 10. All 9 now on the track for our 10th qualifier. Let's take you through the field. Number 1 is Mock David, 4-year-old gelding trained by Murray Breather. Trevor Henry will drive. 2 is Duke Dorlands, a 10-year-old gelding trained by Jacques Dupont. Bob McClure will steer. 3, Dusty Lane Westy. It's a 5-year-old gelding trained by Anthony Beat and Phil Houdon's in the sulky. 4, Life Happened, 5-year-old gelding trained by Mark Goddard. Drew Neal will drive. 5 is Draken Hanover, 8-year-old gelding trained and driven by Marcel Barrio. 6 is Battle Strong, a 4-year-old trained by Tony O'Sullivan and driven by Chris Christoforou. 7 is Muscle Mock A, 7-year-old gelding making his North America debut. Carmen Osiello trains. Jonathan Drury will drive. 8 is Premier Rockstar, 4-year-old gelding trained by Bob Young and driven by Scott Young. And the 9 is Outlaw Gunpowder, 9-year-old gelding trained by Jody Cullen. The driver is Travis Cullen. There's your field of 9 for our 10th qualifier. Horses will be going to the gate in just a moment. So the older horses are lining up behind the starting gate, a field of 9 for our 10th qualifier. If this was a regular pari-mutuel card of racing, we'd be kicking off the late double. But here's the 10th of 11 on this Thursday morning. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Pacers are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Pretty even beginning here from the center. Draken Hanover is moving well off the wings. So too is Muscle Mock. And then on the outside, that is Premier Rockstar. At the rail, Mock David is fourth. Looking to drop in is Battle Strong, getting in front of Duke Dorland, who's followed by Dusty Lane Westy. Then it's Life Happened, and the trailer is Outlaw Gunpowder. So Muscle Mock on top. Opening quarter was 27-2. Solid opening panel here for the 7-year-old gelding Muscle Mock, the Australian invader, making his North American qualifying debut, is on top as they head by 3/8. In second is Draken Hanover, 3 or 4 lengths back then as they go up the backside to Premier Rockstar in third. Gap of 2 to Mock David. Then it is Battle Strong, who is followed by Duke Dorland, Dusty Lane Westy, Life Happened, and Outlaw Gunpowder. Past the half in 56-2. 29-second second quarter for Muscle Mock. Muscle Mock and Drury lead by a pair, and they look to ramp it up here in the third quarter. Trying to stay with the leader is the 8-year-old Draken Hanover. Then it's about 10 lengths back to Premier Rockstar. Break of 5 to Mock David, who is fourth. 2 lengths to Battle Strong, who is being tracked by Duke Dorland, Dusty Lane Westy, Life Happened, and Outlaw Gunpowder. They're well stretched out here. The three-quarter time, 1:24-1. So there was a 27-4 third quarter for Muscle Mock, who looks to make a statement here this morning. Muscle Mock into the lane, called upon by Drury, looking to pace home strong. Lead is growing now out to about a half dozen lengths. Draken Hanover in second, Premier Rockstar in third. Then it's Mock David and Battle Strong. Deep stretch and pacing strong to the line. This is Muscle Mock to win in 1:51-4. Second was Draken Hanover. Premier Rockstar was third. Then it appeared to be Mock David over Battle Strong, Dusty Lane Westy, Duke Dorland's Life Happened, and Outlaw Gunpowder. Here's the results from the 10th qualifier. The winner was number 7, Muscle Mock, a 7-year-old gelding who was making his North American debut, coming from Australia, where he last raced in middle of February. Wins in 1:51-4. Strong performance for Muscle Mock. was trained by Carmen Ostiel and driven to victory by Jonathan Drury. Here's the rundown. Number 1, Mock David was 4th. Number 2, Duke Dorlands was 7th. Number 3, Dusty Lane Westy was 6th. Number 4, Life Happened was 8th. Number 5, Draken Hanover 2nd. Number 6, Battle Strong was 5th. Number 7, Muscle Mock the winner. Number 8, Premier Rockstar was 3rd. And number 9, Outlaw Gunpowder was 9th. 4, 7, 6, 8, 2, 5, 1, 3, 9 on the bottom. Fractions were 27 and 2, 56 and 2, 124 and 1, 151 and 4. One more qualifier to go on this Thursday as we're about to enter Thursday afternoon. Weather has held up well for us. A little bit of a drizzle coming down now, at least by the raindrops hitting our windows here in the press box, but overall, pretty good conditions. Horses will be coming out of the paddock in just a moment for the 11th qualifier. Once again, this is our first qualifying day as we are taking a step towards the resumption of live racing. Of course, live racing will begin next Friday, June 5th, without spectators. We have qualifiers today, tomorrow, and then after a break on the weekend, we'll be back at it with qualifiers on Monday and Tuesday. Those draws are already out, so you can get the entries. Head to our website, woodbinemohawkpark.com. You can find all the information there, including program pages. We've got links to all of them, so you can download and track along as we get back onto the racing trail. Tomorrow, we will get to see more pacers. This time it'll be the ladies, as we'll see a bunch of 3-year-old pacing fillies, and then we'll get to the pacing mares later on in the morning, and several notables in to compete. Our live stream will be up again tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., first race post time. We'll be up before that, and we'll give you a welcome about 10 minutes before and set the scene on what will hopefully be a nice morning here at Mohawk Park. Final horses stepping out of the paddock for this 11th and final qualifier. It will be a field of 9, no scratches here. Just one driver note to pass along. And that is at number 2, Dream Fair Moxie will be driven by Drew Neal. Drew Neal will drive number 2, Dream Fair Moxie. Let's meet the field for the 11th qualifier. Number 1 is Tell Us More. 10-year-old gelding trained by Rachel Andrew. The driver will be Travis Cullen. 2 is Dreamfair Moxie. 4-year-old gelding trained by Jody Cullen. Drew Neal will do the driving. 3 is Uptown Funk. 5-year-old gelding trained by Carmen Ostiello. Jonathan Drury drives. 4 is Priceless Beach. A 4-year-old trained by Bob Young. Randy Waples drives. 5 is Torrin Hanover, 5-year-old gelding, trained by Ben Bayarjan. Sylvain Fillion's in the sulky. 6 is Lions Pegasus, Trevor Henry to drive for trainer Mark Goddard. Lions Pegasus is a 4-year-old gelding. 7 is Wild Eyed Yankee, a 5-year-old gelding, trained by Corey Johnson. Louis Philippe Waugh drives. 8 is Real Surreal, a 5-year-old gelding, trained by Sean Stacy. James McDonald steers. And number 9 is American Risk, a 4-year-old gelding, trained by Melissa Lamoureux. The driver is Robert Shepard. Pacers will be called to the gate in just a moment. Starting gate just made its way down the stretch to shoo the geese away from the start. Good to be back here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. As I mentioned, our first qualifying session here today. We'll have a recap of all of today's action available on our website and our social media platforms a little later on. Of course, you'll be able to see the replays if you didn't catch all of this morning's qualifiers by going to Woodbine Replays on YouTube. So now the geese are safely pushed into the infield, and the starting gate has made its way back to the top of the far turn, and this field of 9 will line up in just a moment to cap things off. As mentioned, we're back at it tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., first race post time. And you can head to our website, woodbinemohawkpark.com. That's where you'll find our live stream, program pages, and much, much more. We thank everybody who tuned in here this morning. Our live stream touching upwards of 500 viewers at a single time. We know everyone is anxious and eager to get live racing going here once again at Woodbine Mohawk Park, and we're with you on that. We can't wait to bring it to you. Live racing starts next Friday night. That is Friday, June 5th. Of course, live racing without spectators, but we'll have you covered on all of our platforms and keep you up to date with engaging content. It'll be coming your way here in the next several days. As they head behind the gate for the final qualifier, big shout out to our producer Luke Van Belkom, and along with Quinn Wilson working the camera and many other things behind the scenes, and to our technical crew back at Woodbine, thanks for all their help here this morning. Pacers for the final qualifier lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Uptown Funk gets the first call, leaving well for Drury from the center. Torrin Hanover will move up into second. Floating away, that is Real Surreal. And Real Surreal looks like he might have a spot to drop in third. In front of Priceless Beach, who is in fourth. Then it is Dreamfair Moxie, who is followed as they go into the turn by Wild Eyed Yankee. Then it is American Risk. The final two, Tell Us More, and Lions Pegasus. 25 and 3. A fiery opening quarter there as Uptown Funk storms out and is on top by about 6 lengths. And Uptown Funk was certainly ready to go. Uptown Funk is on top. After that huge opening quarter of 25-3, Uptown Funk is leading by double-digit lengths now. Torrin Hanover is back in second. Then is Real Surreal in third. Priceless Beach in fourth. Check out the half, 56, so he got him back down there. And we might have to check in on that opening quarter. It looked like the starting gate might have actually broke the beam. Although you could wonder what was going on as the leader, Uptown Funk, is maybe 20-something lengths ahead. So Uptown Funk is on top and heading towards 3/4. In second is Priceless Beach. Torrin Hanover in third. On the outside, moving up is Dreamfair Moxie, going around Real Surreal. Then is Lions Pegasus, American Risk, followed by Wild Eye Yankee and Tell Us More. 3/4 was 1:22-4. That was accurate. They're into the final eighth of the mile, and after a 26-4 third quarter, here is Uptown Funk coming towards the line. Everybody else is in another postal code. Priceless Beach in second, Torrin Hanover in third, Dreamfair Moxie is fourth. To the line, 1:52 the mile, as Uptown Funk will win it. So we'll confirm the fractions in just a moment. Opening quarter might be adjusted. Everything else should be right. And we'll have that for you in just a second. Here are the results from the 11th and final qualifier. Number 1, Tell Us More was 7th. Number 2, Dreamfair Moxie was 4th. Number 3, Uptown Funk was the winner. Number 4, Priceless Beach was 2nd. Number 5, Torrin Hanover was 3rd. Number 6, Lions Pegasus was 6th. Number 7, Wild Eye Yankee was 8th. Number 8, Real Surreal was 9th. And number 9, American Risk was 5th. Top to bottom, 7-4-1.